So today I'm going to replace the headlamp washer pump. The washer fluid reservoir sits behind this panel here, where you can access the reservoir and the 3 pumps that this car has. So I need to take off I think they're about 8mm bolts. I'm only going to take about half of them off because you can pull that back. I've had this off before just to check out the pump, so it should be fairly straightforward. They're generally 8mm, but there's a couple up here and here which are plastic, and you've just got to watch when you're taking these off that you don't cross thread them. So I'll take most of these off here. They're fairly straightforward. The washer fluid. So the problem I had was that we noticed that the headlamp washers weren't working, and it's a strange thing with this car that they only work when the headlamps are on, and they only work, I think, about every 4 or 5 cycles when you select to wash the windscreen. And it wasn't working, so we did a bit of a test to see if we could get them to work, but clearly not. So we've had the pump out, looks good. We've tested it electrically, and it sounds as if the motor has burned out on this. So that's one there, one there, one there. I'll probably take this one off here just to allow it to stretch a wee bit. It's a bit of a pain, but so it's the only way you can access it. I think this one is 10mm. If you can see that, just a 10mm plastic grommet. So it's just a 10mm washer plastic. You've got to be careful you put that back on again. There is 2 here, but I'll show you that in a second. What these are, I have no clue what's in behind there, and I'll just see that in a second. There is a couple of small clips in below here, so they are, which will have to pop off. So these are the small holes where we've got, I think we've got 4 clips that look like this, and I basically take them off with one of these clip removal tools, and that's how you take that off. So in order to get this off, that should just start to pull away. You've got to make sure that you just pop that out between the bottom part of the wing. It does pop out, it's fairly tight, so just try and pull it out. That pops out there. I'll take that other bolt off up the top, forgot about that one. I think it's the plastic wasn't quite fitting in there. No, it wasn't. Okay, so taking that top one off will allow us to just gently pull that over there. So on this car, quite a large wash water reservoir, 3 pumps. This one, I'm not sure. I think the 2 are identical. They're exactly the same pumps. One's for the rear washer, one's for the front front windscreen washer, and this one here is for the headlamp washer. Seems to be a bigger pump, maybe a bit of higher pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove that clip. I have had the connection disconnected from it now. because I knew I was going to get another one and put that back in again. You can see a bit of rust in here, so I'm going to take that off. However, what's going to happen is I've got some washer fluid in there. When I put it back in, all the washer fluid's going to come out here, so I'm just going to get a bucket here and just to try and catch any of that fluid. So the clip's kind of semi off and it just pops out. There's nothing holding that together. I'll just hold my bucket up and try and wiggle that out from the rubber seal that's on it. Should be coming out fairly straightforward. There we go. And there's the remaining water coming out. I just put water in it yesterday just to get it sealed back up again in case I needed to do that. So there we have it. So there's the pump here. How this comes off, I'm not sure if you can see that. So there's a hose and a hose clip. I've pulled that back. There's a clip here that you push to release that, and that should basically pop the pump off. So that's it in the lock position, that's it in the unlock position. It's just a wee grip on that. So all I've got to really do is get the new pump, put it back in there. The pump does come with a rubber washer. I'll probably replace that as well. It just makes a seal around here and the whole pump just clips straight in there. So what first thing I need to do is I get the rubber grommet and I put the rubber grommet in position here. I'll just push that right in. That. So that's the rubber grommet in there. I've got two connectors. I'll come to that one in a second. I just taped these connectors off to stop any water getting into them. So that's the connector. Fairly straightforward. I did break that wee bit when I tried to take it off. It can only go in one way, so we've got that goes in like that. I haven't tested that, so I'm assuming that that's going to work. So I'm just going to install that. And all I need now is to get this hose here just slide in. It should click into position. So I've done that. Doesn't feel right. That goes like that. Feels a bit better. So I'm just going to get this small clip here and move it up into position there. It feels fairly solid. Yeah. Just a matter of making sure it's seated in the grommet going into the washer bottle. See the grommets nice and flush connected. What I'll do now is I'm going to stick some grease on that just to keep it there, and I'm going to fill it with water and see if I can get it to run and see if I can get the pumps to run. So this connector here actually came off of this here. It connects to here. I have absolutely no idea. It just seems to be getting held on with two grommets with an electrical connector. I thought, is it the outside temperature gauge? But it doesn't seem to have anything else. It just feels like rubber. So I have no idea what this connector is for. If anybody's got any knowledge of that, please let me know. We'll connect that back up again. So the first one I'm going to put back is this small one here, which basically goes in there. Phillips head on it, so assuming that just screws into position. So that's that.